Good morning, children. Joe Pal Brian. It's about 3 days before Christmas, 2020. And as bad as some have had it, for us, we've been blessed, and it hasn't been anything but good, truly. And I hope for you guys out there, that's how it turns out. It's nothing but good, with all things considered. The bigger trick is to not go without eating, and most of us have been lucky enough to where we didn't have to do that.
Welcome to OpenTX. Switch warning. 0 volts, 0 ugly, 0 volts.
I'm seriously considering the virtues
Middle rates.
of a checklist for each model that has to be flown a little differently. I think that would be beneficial. I really do. Also, I need to look at the virtues of putting a smaller card in here.
0.
I think a smaller card would hasten the search for models.
0 volts.
So what has been going on?
Switch warning. 7.8 volts, 7 seconds, 0.
I have 7 seconds left on my timer.
Lapse on middle rates. Stabilization off.
Life has been good. That's the bottom line. Yesterday was fantastic. I got to visit with a longtime friend, and she came over and we all practiced COVID as close as you can, without being stupid. She hasn't been infected, and nor have we, and nor do we want to become infected.
6 minutes, 0 volts.
Had to make a tough decision the other day for my son's girlfriend. Her mother has a birthday party every year, and it has about 30 people there, and we just could not bring ourselves to going. And she's a lovely lady. My son's girlfriend's parents are just wonderful. But man, oh man, you really don't want to accidentally get yourself killed just before you get before you get your hands on a vaccine. I mean, you go down in history and being one of the most stupid people on the planet if you get yourself killed just before you get a vaccine. Let's see if you can see this. This is my
6 minutes, 16.7 volts.
this is my Mobius Mini, and I love this thing, and I inadvertently killed it the other day by getting it wet. I don't know if it's going to play right or not. It's been working.
7.8 volts, 6 minutes, 16.7 volts.
It's been working. The battery that's in here is not the standard battery. There we go. Pushing the wrong buttons. And in
6 minutes, 16.
putting in the Garmin battery, unfortunately, it's a little tight. Yeah, I hate doing this. The water's warmer than the air, though. The air is 54, 52, 54. Anyway, the air is a little cooler than the water.
Throttle active, 7.8 volts, 5 minutes and 58 seconds, 16.7.
Down at beautiful Lake Maggiore,
No battery.
getting in a little morning fly. with the Tundra on 4S. It hauls ass. And it's still taking a little bit to get used to because the
5 minutes and 28 seconds, 15.3 volts.
the radio is so smooth, and next thing you know, you're just ripping up the sky between the radio and a 4S battery. It's still taking me some to get used to. Yeah, it sure does.
4 minutes and 58 seconds, 15.8 volts.
Yeah, I gotta turn off the universal radio call out for the onboard battery. Too much chatter. It's almost like In the Tube Deep is flying. Too much chatter.
Minutes and 28 seconds, 15.6 volts.
I think I did lower the threshold for the, or raise the threshold for the onboard or the airplane battery. I'm trying to get used to 4S, which is a little funny.
7.8 volts, 3 minutes and 58 seconds, 15.1 volts.
Beautiful. I've got a whole new set of floats for this thing, and I need to go ahead and look at the efficacy of pulling the swoosh stripes off of the pontoons on
3
here
minutes and 28 seconds,
and putting them on the new floats and changing the floats out. I think the plane will look a whole lot better. Those floats are fried. They really are. Yeah, flying 4S on this with this radio and not having flown as much
7.8 volts, 2
over the last
minutes,
9 months
58 seconds, 15.3 volts.
makes for some unusual flying. Oh, go away, ducks. Yeah, it takes some getting used to.
2 minutes and 28 seconds, 15.
Yeah, that dude over there's got to be feeding them ducks because they come over there in droves. Yeah, Tundra's actually a pretty quiet plane. It really is. Oh Lord.
7.8 volts, 1 minute and 58 seconds, 15.1 volts.
It just seems like it's such a speed demon, man, compared to, yeah, you just give it a little bit of gas and it wants to go. I don't know that my reflexes have
1 minute and 28 seconds, 15.1 volts.
reduced that much in 9 months, but perhaps. Yeah, the radio feels good in my hands. It does, absolutely does. Yeah, I have to land much further out now because the water is so high. Obnoxiously
7.8
high.
volts, 58 seconds, 15.1 volts.
I gotta get used to plugging this radio in at the end of the flying day. Landing. was a fun flight.
28 seconds, 15.3 volts.
A little scary because it's so damn powerful and fast to me. But a fun flight nonetheless.
Throttle hold, throttle hold.
Tundi back in a flash. Sea wind. Alrighty, let's take off.
12.4 volts. Throttle active. Volts.
I
11.3 volts.
I almost hate to say anything. It just flies so great now, particularly with the advent of a gyro. It's crazy.
11.4 volts.
Well, that calms things down quite a bit. I mean, yeah, probably should have started out with the
11.5 volts.
the other plane, the pattern plane, and loosened my fingers up before I went up in the air. But yeah, you know, why not?
11.3 volts.
Yeah, I need a gyro bad. Should have done that years ago.
11.2 volts.
Yeah, a bunch of right-hand turns, I know, but whatever, man. This thing has been a pain in my ass for years.
11.1 volts.
Sea wind. Yeah, I might give it some love. I just burnt the saddle up on it, up underneath where the prop is.
11.1 volts.
Landing it too hard, chewing up fuselage. So I put some lightweight spackle on it just to cover up the holes, and I could have done a lot better on repairing it. But I was so pissed at it.
10.7 volts.
Oh, I'm gonna have to bring her in. A pretty plane though. Landing. Oh, my buddy Eric got a hold of me last night. I fell asleep on the couch at 7:30. I think I know why. I had potatoes and forgotten to take
10.9 volts.
my medicine. But anyway, I got about 10 hours sleep last night, which was wonderful. But I missed a bunch of texts. Hello again, ladies. It's a beautiful morning, my God.
5 minutes.
brought the stupid plane with me. And I think I've resurrected all my cameras. I mentioned earlier I'd inadvertently killed my new favorite camera, the Mobius Mini.
7.5 minutes.
I got it wet twice, got it soaked the second time. I crashed my beaver and the thing sat in the water and it killed the battery. So there again, I found a battery from Garmin for one of their instruments, and it worked perfect. I mean, it fit perfect. A little tight, just by fractions of a millimeter tight. But yeah, that's a
9
win.
minutes.
So let's give this a try.
Throttle active.
Taking off. So yeah, put a new battery in that, and then one of my SQ12 cameras, the battery pooped the bed, and I'm like, Steve,